Hello. I'm gonna be honest, beer's got pretty boring. I mean really boring. There's only so many funny things you could say about beer, and I don't think any of that stuff made it into the final cuts. That's all. So, instead, welcome to Tears. Ryan rates Tears. So yes, the government has announced a new coronavirus tier system thing which comes into force this week. Cornwall sees itself return to Tier 1. London, rather conveniently, is placed into Tier 2. And the North, well, that's been placed into Tier 3. Kind of as a fuck you for demanding a better support package before the last lockdown. But what do these tiers mean exactly? Well, let's find out. Starting with Tier 3, this is probably one of my least favourites. We're effectively being told to continue with lockdown. What this means is we should continue to restrain ourselves from socialising, prevent ourselves from exercising, and carry on wanking into a sock. Congratulations to anyone who was or is lucky enough to isolate with their partner. If neither of you were on the verge of Oscar Pistoriusing the other before, then I'm pretty sure you're probably considering it by now. Overall, it's really restricting, and I'm starting to consider the likelihood of me eating my way into a coma. 2 out of 10, do not recommend. My second favourite tier is Tier 2. Now this has been specially reserved for the people of the South. Anyone lucky enough to be invited into this tier can boast luxuries such as pubs which serve substantial meals, and the return of live events of capacities up to 2,000 people. What this basically means is Wetherspoons can reopen their doors and resume their weekly fight nights, which usually consist of 2 of the local cokeheads going toe to toe with the overzealous juiced up doorman. It could be worse, just be glad you aren't Welsh. It's got nothing to do with the fact that pubs and restaurants can't serve alcohol, it's just the idea of being Welsh. Ugh. The good news though, it does mean Fatima no longer has to retrain in cyber, which is great news for all people in the arts, despite how necessary it isn't. Myself included. And finally, we have Tier 1. For some reason, this is still a medium alert level, which I don't understand. Surely 1 should be low and 3 should be high, but instead 2 is high and 3 is extra high. Anyway, to comfort everyone else, it's probably worth knowing that Cornwall's pretty shit over the winter, so don't worry yourself, you're not missing out on much, unless you're a crack addict or a surfer, or maybe you're both. Then it's the place to be. And to be even more honest, none of us were really welcome after the first lockdown. So, I mean, we're not going to be welcomed anymore now, are we? Look at the way they treated Gordon Ramsay. He even lives there. Other tiers worth mentioning. Tears for Fears. Pretty good. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy Tier 2. You won. Enjoy the money.
Dear Lord, what a sad little life, Jane.
You ruined my night completely.
So you could have the money.
And I hope you can go and spend it on lessons in grace and decorum.
Because you have all the grace of a reversing dump truck without any tyres on.
Bye.